Hey guys, Griff Hanning here with CausePub, and I've got Amy Sullivan with me. Amy, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. Where do you live again?
I live a little north of Asheville, North Carolina.
Gotcha. I can tell in the accent there. Developed that.
That's funny because I'm from the north, so
Oh, that
that's
is funny. Yeah, you've picked
I'm
up on
picking
it.
it up.
That's right. Well, Amy wrote a great story. She was one of the first authors, maybe third or fourth or something like that, called "Destitute Teens and Barbies," and really tugged at my heart when I read it. And just very creatively written. I appreciate you
Yeah.
writing that. And just, what's kind of the story behind that?
The story behind that is I was teaching in a little mountain town in North Carolina and really high unemployment and just the whole town itself has really been going through a lot as far as the economy. And so it was about a girl I knew there, and just I was pretty judgmental towards her and her family. And then one day I saw her mom selling things on the side of the road, and it was pretty powerful.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that image kind of stays with you, and kind of,
It,
as you
it
put, gave poverty a face. I believe is something like.
It did. It really gave poverty a face because it was cold outside and it was starting to snow. And I saw these toys on a blanket that I knew were this girl's,
Mm.
from when she was little, and the mom was selling them.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
That was awesome. Well, thanks for
Thank
sharing
you.
that again. Yeah, and let's back up. I kind of jumped ahead. I mean, who are you, and what do you enjoy writing about? I know you've got a blog that's pretty popular. So yeah, just talk
I
about yourself for a minute.
I write about a few different things. One is serving others as a family,
Hmm.
and then I also write about raising girls because I have girls, and just kind of chasing your dreams.
Hmm. Very cool. Awesome.
Thanks.
And when did you start your blog? When did you start?
It's probably been almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
Right.
So for someone who's maybe just getting started blogging, what advice would you give them?
Well, I mean, I think before you first hit that little publish button for the first time, there's a lot of anxiety, but I think just telling people you're gonna suck at first and that's okay, and
Yep.
just do it anyway. Just plow right through it because you will get better.
Awesome. Awesome. So just writing content, just
Just
writing it
go.
out, getting it out. Yeah, I totally understand. That is one of the hardest parts. So when you were told about CausePub, you heard about CausePub.
Yeah.
What inspired you to get involved? Why did you want to get involved with us?
Well, I feel like today, social media, I have a hard time with social media, which is funny because I do blog and I'm
Yeah,
online a lot, but
yeah,
I still have a hard time with it. And I feel like people are always bashing social media.
mm,
It's a time suck. All the kids are always plugged in. But I think this CausePub is a good example of social media really using it the right way and
oh
using it
wow,
for
yeah,
a good reason. And
mm,
so that appealed to me. And just coming together as a community to do something cool.
yeah,
Yeah, and I think there's just something powerful about so many people just rallying together for a
yeah,
cause. So yeah.
definitely, definitely. So what's been the most fun for you so far since you submitted your story?
What's been the most fun?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
yeah,
Oh, I think it's been fun. Some people that I know and kind of in my circles online, it's been fun to watch them submit stories too,
yeah.
because some of theirs have popped up. So I've been like, wow, that's cool that they're deciding to do it too.
Very cool. Yeah, that is fun to see.
Yeah.
So, for someone who maybe stumbles across CausePub and thinks, I've got a story, but I don't really know how to write, or I don't know if I should submit, how would you encourage them to do so? What advice would you give them?
Well, I think everybody's really unique and we're all different. My mom, she was a water ski stunt girl, like
Hmm.
in shows. She did that.
Wow.
And like I found a Navajo medicine man like led me to Christ. I mean, that's crazy.
Oh, wow.
I
Yeah.
had my baby on the side of the road, our second daughter. I mean, all these things that just like make me me. Other
That,
people have these stories that make them them. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Stories you can't duplicate. And I think if you're hesitant to submit, just knowing that you have this uniqueness that no one else can hold, and even if your writing isn't up to where you would like it to be,
Yeah.
you are still going to come out with something powerful because it's something coming from you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great encouragement. The whole having the baby on the side of the road, I think that's one of my biggest fears. And we live,
Well, it happens to people. I'm going to tell you.
yeah, I've heard of it happening, and we live like 2 miles from the hospital. I'm like, no, honey, we are not letting that happen. So,
Well, I mean, that was my husband. He was like, if we have another kid, we're checking in the hospital early. Because
yeah,
it does. It's not those people that wait around either. It's just
yeah,
normal people like me.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's stories like that we're looking for. You know, it's not something. I think I've heard a few people talk about how, oh, this is my chance to brag. I don't really want to feel like I'm bragging about me being a couch rebel. Couch rebel stories just happen to you, you know, or it's something that God did, you know, for you
Yeah.
and what you learned through it. So I mean, that's what it's all about. And so,
Well, and I get that because I do, I write about serving others too,
yeah,
and you feel like, oh, should I share this because does it paint me in this light? And
yeah,
you just need to find a way to just bounce right over that.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, thanks so much. Any other advice? Anything else you want to add?
No, I
I'll let
think
you.
this is a great project. I'm
Thanks.
excited to see where it goes. Fabulous idea.
Thanks.
I'm excited for just people to keep jumping on board.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate you sharing.
You're
And
welcome.
yeah, what's your website? Let's send some people your
It's
stuff.
amylsullivan1.com.
AmyLSullivan1.com. All right.
Yep.
I'll put that on the video. Well, thanks a bunch, Amy. Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye.
We'll see you.